They're very important. You probably think it's not important. It's very important for some people. And you will see when I mention those 6 conditions, then how important it is to know about the tayammum. And we miss namazah because we think, oh, there is no water here. How am I going to do wuzu? Because I don't have wuzu, so let's not read namaz because I don't have water here. No, you have to read namaz no matter what. Either there is water or there is no water. So tayammum is performed when there is no water in 1 mile radius. When there is no water in 1 mile radius. Let's say you've gone somewhere. It happened to me when London, and we were middle of nowhere, on a tram station, and there was no water. So namaz-e-maghrib was going. We were just nearly missing namaz-e-maghrib, and there was no water. I asked, someone was there. They said, no, there is no water here. Either you ask someone, or you think, is there any water 1 mile radius? If your heart says, no, there is no water, you don't have to go and look for it. Quickly do tayammum, and then start reading namaz, and you're perfectly fine. So, one condition, when there is no water in 1 mile radius, person is very sick. This is another condition, happens normally to people. When you have some kind of illness, where doctor says, not your assumptions, not your assumptions. When doctor says, you cannot use water. If you use water, the illness you have or anything is going to increase, or there is a fear that you're going to die, or you're going to lose some body part, right? Something's going to happen to you. When doctor says that, then that's fine. You can go and do tayammum. You can use brick or stone or something. Like, let's say someone is ill at home and he cannot use water. Water is there. You have access to water. But you cannot use water because doctor is saying don't use water. So leave a stone somewhere on the bed with the person, and he can just do tayammum with that stone, and he's perfectly fine. Okay, that's the second condition, is when person is really sick and fear that the use of water will cause more illness or harm, then he can do tayammum. He does not have to use water. Third, a person only has enough water for drinking, and if he does wuzu with the water, he will have no water left for him, like let's say 1 day or 2 days. Then he can do tayammum as well, and he can keep the water. It happened to me. I went to Pakistan. We all friends went for hunting, and we went in a village, and then after that we crossed 3 mountains. We went up, down 3 mountains. We were like good 5, 6, 7 miles away from the village, and it takes hours to get back to village. We only had 1 big bottle of to drink. 1 bottle, 6 people, 1 bottle of drink of water. So I said, right, okay, that's fine. You can do tayammum because we don't have any water. Plus, we are well away from the village, so you can do tayammum in this condition. Fourth, when you are getting late for funeral prayer, or when you're getting late for Eid prayer, and you know by the time you do wudu and come and join funeral prayer will be finished, or Eid prayer will be finished. What you can do is go and do tayammum, join namaz, and you're perfectly fine. Why cannot you do tayammum for any other namaz? Because other namazah, they have alternate for them. You can miss namaz, like Zohar namaz, you miss, you can do qada. Fajr namaz, or all 5 namazah, you can do qada. But Eid namaz and funeral prayer, there is no qada. So for these 2 prayers, you can, if you are getting late, if you're getting late and you know it's going to miss, go quickly do tayammum and start namaz, and your namaz will be perfectly fine and it will be accepted. 5th condition, a person fears that they will be attacked by any animal. Again, camping. Now they are camping sites. They have very small walls. Inside, people are inside, all the families are inside. But let's say outside that wall, there are animals, and behind animals there's a stream flowing. But you know water is there, but there are animals in between. That's fine. And you don't have water there too, inside those walls. So if you have fear that animals are going to attack, that's fine. You can do tayammum if you have no access to that water. That's the 5th condition. 6th, water is so cold, and if you use that cold water, it can harm you. When they're talking about cold water, that's freezing cold. You touch the water, it's going to basically, somehow it's going to harm you. That cold water, not just a normal cold water. Imam Sahib said it's a cold water, you can do tayammum. No. That extent cold, in that extent that it's going to kill you. Or some body part, you're going to lose some body part. This is how cold it is. Then you can use, you can do tayammum. Okay, these are the 6 conditions.